Hello my darling crystal gems, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, you're most welcome. Today we have an unboxing. Well, I don't know if the perfume we have to call them unboxing, but I am gonna be unboxing my new perfume from Jean Paul Gaultier. This is the OG La Belle. It looks like this is the box, and smelling it and giving our first impression. All right, oh my god, how do I open it? All right. Okay. I think this is how it's opened. All right. It goes like this. La Belle looks like the body of a woman. Here is the beautiful bottle with some beautiful juice. Alright guys, this is La Belle. It's supposed to be an oriental vanilla perfume. It was launched in 2019. This has been here around for a while. There's so many flankers. There's La Belle Le Parfum, many La Belle, but this one is the original. I don't know. For me, when I am buying a perfume, I always tend to buy the original one. Then from there, I'll go explore other flankers. La Belle has the main accord of vanilla, fruity, sweet, powdery, aquatic, aromatic, amber, woody, floral, fresh. And La Belle features the note of pear, bergamot, floral notes, leather, vanilla, vetiver, amber, and musk. Ooh, this is some type of, complicated combination. We have floral notes, like there is yellow and red and all sort of floral. We have leather on the heart note. This is the bottle. Apparently it does not have the lid. It's just like the Jimmy Choo, the sprayer looks like the lid. You tend to remove it. So yeah, I don't know if all of them has no lid, but mine did not come with the lid. This is how it looks inside. This is the box lid. Let me just spray her here because I have another perfume up there. Okay guys, there is a seal, some type of seal here. I don't know if you can see. So I have to remove this thing. How am I gonna do that? Okay, you just pull this little ring. It's like a padlock type. Let's spray here. The mist, bergamot, powdery. I think the powder is coming from pear. Yeah, it's the pear actually. For the first time I am picking up the pear scent in a perfume. I usually don't pick up the pear. Yeah, bergamot and some type of fruity powderiness. Bergamot, pear that is a little bit powdery, not very sweet. It's fresh and powdery. Oh, this is unique. There is this powderiness in the first burst that I believe is related to the pear because it smells the pear itself, but then it's powdery. After settling down, it's smooth, powdery still, a little bit sweet, unique with this leather, I believe. It's on a softer side, but it's unique. The leather is hitting. The powdery side of pear, it's still there, but then it's become unique, something that you don't have, I believe, in your collection. It's reminding me a little bit of the Roberto Cavalli Verde Assoluto. It's some type of uniqueness that is like that. I believe the uniqueness is coming from leather. So the opening is fresh. You pick up the bergamot right away. You pick up the pear. The pear here is powdery. It's a little bit sweet, but more powdery. And then that powdery scent continues all along. When it starts settling down, you can start smelling the leather. The floral accord, I'm not really picking them so much, tiny bit, but it's more leather. It's more something unique, something a little bit strong, but not too strong. It's still soft, but then a little bit different, a little bit unique. I believe it, the leather mixed with the amber. The sweetness of vanilla obviously is there, and then there is this earthy side, believing it's coming from the vetiver. Right guys, for me this is very unique. It's different. It's not for everybody. I can tell you this is not for everybody. It's not like the leather couch. But then again, it's like leather couch mixed with flowers and the vanilla and some type of fruits. That is how it smells. I was expecting to be a strong, you know, perfume, maybe generic perfume, but very strong. But no, it's different, and it's soft. It's feminine. Soft, feminine, powdery, sweet, really feminine. All right, guys, this is a first impression. This is very unique. I don't think everybody's gonna like it. You have to go and try it on a couple of times to decide to buy it. I just smelled it for 5 seconds. You know me, guys. And I smelled it a long time ago for like 5 seconds again. I loved it. I was like, it has to be in my wish list. And this time again, 5 seconds, I bought it. It's almost a blind buy. But then I smelled that uniqueness. I was like, wow, this is unique. This is something that I don't have. I think it's gonna be good in my collection to add something like this. Love this. It's unique. It's exactly what I need in my collection. I don't want to have all those generic orange blossom, everything the same. Like Gucci Flora is almost the same as Prada Paradox Intense, almost the same as the other one. So it's just like generic things that are similar. This one is really, really different. I can put this in the category of unique perfumes. If you want to smell unique, go for this one. If you want, and the more it's settling, the more it's becoming a little bit potent. Smell is becoming richer. Right, guys, my first impression, I love it. I love it because it's unique. The scent is not the generic one that you're gonna smell everywhere, but I'm gonna give it time and see the longevity, the projection, and all that. First impression, it's a keep, obviously. These are the perfumes that are classic. I want to have more classic in my perfume collection than just any perfume just because it's a launch, okay? I don't have any money to go buy whatever. I curate my perfume collection very well, and I recommend the things that I'm going to be keeping in my collection, not just anything, okay? It's a good one. That was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another one, guys. Bye.